ID like they're supposed to.
What's up, boss? What's up? I got a job.
GMA following Suffolk police as they hit 7 locations. 5 of them, like this store, did the right thing and refused to sell to the undercover agent.
You have ID? Forgot it at home. Oh, I need ID, buddy. Yeah? Really?
But just minutes into the operation, an illegal sale.
I mean, this just shows how big of a problem this still is.
No doubt, definitely.
At 2 locations, the 18-year-old was able to buy e-cigarettes, the transaction taking seconds.
What's up, boss? Can you get a steak, please? Pineapple? $10. $10. Thank you. Have a good one.
And at this store,
Can I get a steak, please? The mango?
Mango?
Yeah. How much are you?
9.
Thank you. Have a good one.
it turns out this place actually sold e-cigarettes to police twice before. When asked about why he sold to a person without ID, the sales clerk said he looked older, like 30 years old. He was wearing a jacket. After the sale, police moving in with a citation up to $2,000.
What's going through your mind as you watch this?
It's disappointing to see the non-compliance. Some people have gotten the message, clearly some people have not.
It just progressively got worse extremely fast.
17-year-old Tryson Zofeld is just one example of why police are taking these things seriously. Tryson's vape use sent him to the hospital where he needed a ventilator just to breathe.
It's a big deal. It's not something to look over.
That was ABC's Gio Benitez reporting. And as states crack down on e-cigarettes and vaping, a new survey by USA Today finds nearly 60% of people believe the crackdown will create a black market for vaping products and won't make people quit. It is that time of year when we expect to see some spooky surprises. But one surprise is going viral. Take a look at this real estate listing. Do you see it here? The ghost face character from Scream lurking in the shadows there. The agent behind the listing in Lansing, Michigan, said he wanted to create some buzz, and it worked. There has been a ton of interest and several showings, so it worked. I have a lot of family that's in real estate. I'm gonna have to mention that. I can't imagine that they'd actually do it.
I don't think I'd buy that one.
I don't know. I've seen some very interesting things listed on those real estate websites. That was not the most scary thing I've seen.
That's good then. Hey, scary thing right now, October and it's in the mid-90s in spots.
Very bizarre.
Come on, this summer won't end. I mean, we're well out of summer here at this point.
Wait,
here we are.
does that mean, I mentioned this to Brian yesterday, I want you guys to work on this as a team.
Yes.
So maybe fall in January.
If we could just have fall at some point this month, that's all I want. And it will happen. I think by this weekend, things are going to be turning around big time. 90 degrees out right now in Ashburn. You see the heat index values. A couple degrees warmer. You see D.C., the National Cathedral School. It feels like 92, feels like 93 in Bowie right now. Kenilworth Elementary School. So, yeah, the heat is not only here, but I mean, it's over the majority of the eastern half of the United States. Check out this wide map. You see 93 right now in D.C., record high for today, and we may be approaching the record high for the month, which is 96 degrees. So yeah, we could be getting that as we get into the afternoon hours. But this is some widespread heat. 80 degrees Pittsburgh, 88 Columbus, Ohio, 91 right now in Louisville, 92 in Nashville. Yeah, it is hot. Afternoon commute. Things will finally cool down into the upper 80s by 8 o'clock tonight. You see sunsets at 6:50 this afternoon, but yeah, we'll be into the mid-90s for a good stretch of the afternoon. Now, a cold frontal boundary, that's well to the north. With that, temperatures are in the 50s in upstate New York right now. Also, some spots up in Wisconsin and portions of Michigan seeing temperatures in the 50s as well. Now, we will not see that kind of cool down, but we will expect some cooler weather. Here's a look at this afternoon. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy. Some westerly breezes helping some compressional heating. We'll see temperatures into the mid-90s, no problem. Now showers, they'll be possible right along the northern portions of Maryland through also southern Pennsylvania as we go through Thursday morning. As that cold front settles a little bit farther to the south, we'll see a little bit of an easterly flow at the surface. Tomorrow, kind of a transition day with battleground temperatures. I mean, we could be seeing temperatures again into the upper 80s south and west of D.C. 87 Culpeper, 86 Warrenton. We'll be in the 70s, some spots maybe even in the 60s in far northeastern portions of Maryland. So overall, tomorrow is a little bit of a transition day. We'll be back in the 70s on your Friday. The weekend ahead, Fall is back. And of course, the Fall for Fairfax Kids Fest, I'll be out there on Sunday. Saturday, it will be on the cooler side, 68 degrees. Yeah, that's going to be a big difference from into the mid and upper 90s today. So yeah, there's that big swing. 76 on your Sunday. A beautiful weekend ahead for the most part if you are one for fall-like weather. That will continue. Actually, looking at some of the longer range trends here, I think we'll actually be a little bit more seasonable going forward over the next week or two. So that will be some good news for those trying to escape the heat.
Call ARS and Rescue Rooter.
She wanted a roommate who could help with the cooking.
But she wanted someone who loves cats. So we got Chris Walda.
Dinner's almost ready.
But one thing we could both agree on was getting Geico to help with our renter's insurance.
Yeah, switching and saving was really easy.
Pick it all up. Good.